It was a question that started growing in my mind even before we qualified. And within 2 or 3 weeks of us qualifying, I think I'd made a decision that I wasn't going to travel. Being gay is a very small part of me. Being a football fan is a very small part of me. But this is the first time that they came together that made me have to make a decision regarding how one affected the other. It took time to consider in one way because I was trying to rationalise why I could go. I wanted to be part of that again. But fundamentally, I didn't feel safe. I didn't feel I could travel in good faith, that I knew that I could be me out there.
Just about sinking in now, I think. Now we're at the airport and we're checked in and we're through security and the HEA cards are worked okay, then we're okay. I think now we can believe now, yeah. Just to actually just be there and be part of it, just to see the team walking out. It's just, I said, I had to fill in the holiday request form for my kid, and I put it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's more so for me than for him, because he'll probably get another chance, but I'm not so sure, I don't know. It's going to be tough though, yeah.
A childhood dream to get to the World Cup. I remember the first World Cup, 1986. That's the first one I can remember, and for some reason it was Northern Ireland against Brazil. From that moment, always wanted to go, but to see Wales, it is a dream. I know that's a cliche, but what else can you say? So last night, I finally it sort of brought back what Christmas Eve was like when I was about 7 or 8, feeling the excitement now.
If we have to wait another 64 years, we'll be too old. So in terms of personally, we're coming because it might be the only chance. And it's important to, it's important for Wales to be seen on that platform in general, on a world stage, I think.
And also this group of players, they've given us so much over the last 10 years, and it's just a way to say thank you to them and celebrate their achievements. There's also a responsibility on us, because there's not going to be a massive Welsh crowd there, so we've got to,
Yeah, but we've been practicing our voices, so
Knowing that Wales were out there and I wasn't was quite difficult. I was watching some friends go out. I had friends who'd offered to take me out as a kind of a safety net around me, but I'd chosen not to go. But knowing that Wales were selling themselves to the world on a world stage, that we were one of 32 names being regularly mentioned, it was excellent. It was a thrill. And knowing how much the FAW had done in promoting Wales and the Welsh language and the culture, it was amazing to see it, if only it had been somewhere else.
Anything else?
Well, I think if you're a football fan and you're Welsh, you've been dreaming of this for a long time. I still remember the World Cup with Maradona as a kid, watching it on TV with my dad. So to be here, I never actually expected it, but to be here with a boy is pretty special. It's very special, actually.
We were in the stadium, and when we beat Ukraine, when the whistle blew, it was just everyone was screaming, and I looked at him and I said, "Are we gonna go?" And his instant reaction was, "Yeah, we're going, we're going." And I didn't believe him at the start, but then...
I don't think I believed myself, to be honest, but we did it.
We seen the prices and they were just ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, we've remortgaged the house, we might lose it, but we're here, we're here.
Us Welsh, we're just happy to be here. There's no expectation. It is just, we're all in it together. You've met so many friends, and it was just brings a tear to your eye, I think. And I think I remember seeing somebody on the screen, and it's just like, wow, it really is. It's just powerful.
The first of anything is always a little bit different, and you're trying to sort of find your feet a little bit and understand kind of, even the setup of everything. And we were new to obviously the World Cup and to the country, and but it went really well. I think the organisation out there was excellent. I think there was a lot of talk beforehand, and rightly or wrongly, about sort of the way everything works in Doha. But in terms of the experience of the day and obviously the first game, I thought the organisation was excellent. We chose Dubai mainly because of the accommodation and the price in reality, because we were pretty much the last to qualify. A lot of the accommodation had gone, and there were still no certainties over more accommodation being booked. So the other consideration was between games. We thought there's probably more things, and we had a bit more flexibility in Dubai as well. So it ticked most of the boxes for us. Into Doha was really, really good. Got a really sort of good vibe, because we were obviously in Dubai, where there were lots of Welsh fans staying. But then we had the chartered flights that were coming in on the days of the game. So there'd be 15, 20 flights, and you'd be getting to the airport and it'd be like a sea of red. The only thing was obviously with the games and the times we were flying in, most of the flights were like 8, 9 in the morning. So by that time, people hadn't really had a couple of beers and loosened up. So there were a few songs, and but it was quite relaxed, I think. And then obviously through the sort of day leading up to the game, then that's when everybody got a little bit more vocal and a bit more drunk. As a Welsh fan, we've always watched the World Cups on the TV. So to actually be going and seeing our team there, regardless of the results, the performance, to go there and sort of mingle with the world's best teams was just insane, and did take a long time. I think even in the first game, the USA game, sitting there and trying to take it all in, thinking actually we'd at the World Cup, it was just mind-blowing.
Yeah, so my name's Jason Webber. I'm the Senior Quality, Diversity, Inclusion, Integrity Manager at the Football Association of Wales. Obviously, we're well aware of some of the issues related to the FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Obviously, during the USA game, many staff had their bucket hats sort of confiscated for them, including Laura McAllister, of course, and fans as well, which was hugely disappointing with all the assurances that we had kind of leading into the tournament.
Literally, as soon as the World Cup kicked off, we just knew that the assurances that were given meant absolutely nothing whatsoever, and I think that's incredibly concerning. You know, we asked FIFA and the Supreme Committee for reassurances. All we were told is everyone is welcome, and clearly everybody is not welcome.
I hope you're filming this. This is great footage.
Mae'n deimlad eitha surreal bod yma, a mae wedi dod rownd mor gyflym, dwi'n meddwl dyna di'r prif beth. Oedden ni, un munud oedd i mis Mehefin ac oedd y gêm na, gêm na erbyn, gêm Awstria mis Mawrth a wedyn y gêm na erbyn Ukraine mis Mehefin. A munud nesa, o'n i'n trio pacio ac oedd ni'n mynd fel fory ac oedd i'n mis Tachwedd. Ond mae cerdded o gwmpas a gweld y ddrau goch, y fflag ar bob dim. Hyd yn oed just rhyw, mewn rhyw siop a mae just fatha rhyw sticker bach. O, mae draig yma na! Da ni'n excitio am y pethau, neu mae y cwch nath ni weld y cychod ddoe, neu y tŵr.
Y deimlad yna hefo'r fflagiau gyd yn troi, a ddim mae Cymru'n dod at i dda. Ie, ti'n sefyll a WeChat. O ia, Cymru! Pan wnaethon ni i'r Euros, o'n i'n teimlo, ond I suppose bydd yn mynd mlaen yn y byd ar y pryd, o'n i'n teimlo bach llai cyffyrddus yna weithiau yn Toulouse, ond I gymaru efo yma, dwi'n wedi teimlo'n anghyffyrddus, really. Dwi wedi teimlo bod o reit braf a reit familiar mewn ffordd really odd, cos bod yna gymaint o llefydd gorllewinol yma, does?
Ie, oes, hwnna di'r y peth hefyd eto, bod nhw wedi gostwng a di fel troi llygad ddall I bethau oherwydd ni, ond bod nhw ddim yn neud hynna i'w pobl eu hunan a'r pobl sy'n byw yma. Ond fel ti'n dweud, dwi wedi cerdded Aberynhyn, wsos yma o nôl o'r metro, wedi cerdded o gwmpas y lle ar y metro. Mae yna lot mwy o ddynion yma, ac yn enwedig o'n i ar metro ddoe, ac o'n i'n gwisgo shorts, a just fi a llond carriage yn meddwl un ferch arall. A adeg yna ti fel, waw, ond oedd yn os ti'n meddwl gormod amdano fo, ti'n meddwl amdano fo. A mae pobl yn mae yna bach o bobl sychu o ran, ond o ran teimlo'n fel ti'n dweud, o ran teimlo'n gyfforddus a teimlo'n saff, dwi'n sicr wedi teimlo'n saff.
Do, na fi fe. Ond dwi'n beth wahanol yma fyd ydy, mewn gema weithiau pan ti'n mynd ar y cartre, mae gen ti focal point, lle ti'n gwybod ti'n mynd I weld pobl yn pob yn digwydd casglu yna. Yma mae pethau chydig bach mwy gwasgaredig ac mor fawr yma dydy mynd I nas mor fawr.
Mor dydy, ie.
Wi'n gwybod beth wi'n dewis. Tu hwn Bêl-droed, roedd e'n cymysgu gyda'r byd, gyda cefnogwyr ledled y byd, o Mexico Iran, I eistedd ar y bws i'r metro, nesa I cefnogwyr eraill, a cael sgwrs, rannu mwy wybodaeth amdano Gymru. Wi'n cofio ymweliad y sŵc ar y noson cyntaf yn Qatar. Ar fy fwrdd lawr ar y grisiau tuag at y metro, roedd siop gwisgo pethau Arabic. So, really, fusion o pethau Arabic a'r Cwpan y byd. A welais i'r banner Cymru. A ro'n i'n feddwl, mae rhaid I fi. A fi'n cofio gwisgo fe ar ôl prynu fe, y perchennog y siop helpu fi gwisgo fe yn gywir. A pobl yn just gofyn fi am lluniau gwisg swyddogol am y garfan. Really, mach o joke really, mae'r cyfrif ar Twitter o'r enw Full Kit W. A tra dim bwriadu gwisgo'r kit llawn, ro'n i'n feddwl, nearest thing, cymod. Mae'n edrych, yn fy marn I, mae'n edrych eitha smart, so fi'n bwriadu gwisgo fe yn y dyfodol. Ond, so ro'n i'n gwisgo fe ar y tren a ar y awyren. So, dim lot o pobl tu fas o Gymru cysylltu hwn gyda'r tîm, ond un o dau boys o Cymru, fi'n cofio nhw'n, that's the kit. A fi'n cofio teulu hyfryd o Pakistan gofyn fi I cael llun gyda'i fab. A just ro'n i'n feddwl, weithiau, mae rai pethau bwysig, mwy bwysig na Bêl-droed. A'r profiad o bachgen fach o Pakistan deall am Cymru. So, Cymru yn y golad, mwy a mwy bobl sylweddoli pwy yw Gymru, ble mae Cymru, enghraifft. A lot o bobl, pan ro'n i'n cerdded, what flag is that? Cymru, Gareth Bale. Dyna lot o'r sgwrsau,
Yeah, in Qatar, it was obviously in winter here over there, it was still quite warm, going up to 30, 35 degrees. And Wales fans had a really good reception in Qatar. And, you know, speaking to locals, they couldn't do enough for you, you know. Have you eaten? There's some water here, there's some dates here. Make sure, you know, you guys are good. When you go off the metros, people are offering water, dates. It just felt like going from home to home.
Even though couldn't go out there, it was nice watching Wales on the world stage, playing against some amazing teams. We put on a women-only event in Gibraltar here, and it was really nice because it brought together all South Asian women, some who may like football, some who may not know much about it, and I think it was like a very we created like a camaraderie where we were all unified by our race and then our interest in football. It was a really nice experience, you know, singing along the anthems at home. Felt like you were there with how loud the crowds were on the telly.
Qatar will live long in my memory, not just because Wales first time going after, you know, such a long time, but how they made us feel out there, you know, it was phenomenal.
I really thought hard about coming, but I'm 62 and I've waited for Wales to get to a World Cup all my life that I follow football, and I couldn't not do it. I don't say I agree with their values, but I respect them, unfortunately, for their train of thought. But I could not be with my country when I've been to so many places that we've played. So that was my choice. And in a way, I sort of gave in, staying in Dubai. So I wasn't actually staying in Qatar for too long, if that makes sense. Shuttles have been good, other than for me having mobility issues, they can be difficult. And whilst in the grounds there are assistants, it's not everywhere, and that can be difficult. You're expected to walk big distances. I don't think they've quite got that in Qatar yet about, it doesn't end at the gate of the stadium. You need assistance further onto the metros, in the fan parks, etc, etc.
It was impossible to find any accommodation in Qatar. That's why we decided on Dubai. Then came the initial problems of Dubai, Qatar, Dubai, etc, etc. But hey ho, it's worked out well.
We've got to go, but where we're going, how we're going, what we're doing, we just didn't know, but we must get there because it may never happen in our lifetime again.
There's people that I know who are approaching probably the century of caps for watching Wales away. They're not comfortable to come in. And I think some of the situations that they've found in Qatar, their decision has been validated.
But everyone out here, they've all paid the money and everything, and they're having such a good time. You know, in the press, it was all like, you can't do this and you can't drive Qatar. You know, if you respect the laws and everything, everything's fine. Everyone's having a really good time. Yeah, we've had the Wales football supporters team for 20 years now, and tonight is our 119th game. Oh, it's just amazing. Like, you know, some of us have been watching Wales like 30, 40 years. We never thought we'd get to the World Cup. We've had some near misses. We never quite made it for whatever reason. But to come to a World Cup and actually play a supporters game when we've been going 20 years is unbelievable. It's a special occasion. Obviously, we're not playing England, unfortunately, because for whatever reason they couldn't raise a team. And I'm really friendly with their manager, Beck, and he's absolutely gutted. Like, and I understand we've had times where we play games and we've been struggling. So I can understand why they couldn't raise a team. So if you're from Mid Wales or North Wales, put your hand up. We actually play North and Mid Wales versus South. And unfortunately, I'm from West Wales, but the Mid and North are actually quite good today. Before the game, we had a minute's silence for a Wales fan who sadly died 2 years ago, Ray Lewis. From my stag, and his daughter asked me to bring his flag out to the World Cup. You know, the significance. His father watched Wales 30 years. I didn't really want to take it into a game in case they confiscate it, so we're going to line up with the flag and have a minute silence for him.
So which knee we go? We've got
right knee, left knee. Left knee.
For an hour now. I got 30,000 calories to get.
He watched Wales for about 34 years. And he passed away 2 years ago. So his daughter asked me if I'd bring the flag out to get it to the World Cup for him in his memory. So Lee, you got the whistle. I'm sure a lot of us would have thought about people we knew, relatives, friends, who didn't quite make it. You know, I've been watching Wales away 32 years and there's lots of people who've passed away. So I think getting to the World Cup was everyone's dream. Having a choir tonight is just icing on the cake, and we've never had a choir before, a supporters game before. And to be honest, it's so good. We need to get them down to Cardiff City Stadium before a game and on the pitch. They're just amazing. Like.